Good morning, students. In today's class, we will cover properties of addition and subtraction of integers in your part 2 of your integer class. So we have in all 7 properties. Let us start one by one. So first, a property is closure property. So in closure property, if a and b are two integers, then a plus b and a minus b are also integers. So let us see one example in the case of addition and then in subtraction. If I take a value of integer a as 3 and b as 7, so if I add them, our result will come to be as 10. Similarly here also in the case of subtraction, that is a minus b, so if we write down the values of a minus b, this will come to be as minus 5. So here we can see that integers are closed under addition and subtraction. So both the values which have come in addition as well as in your subtraction are your values of integers. Now coming on to the second property, that is your commutative property. In commutative property, if a and b are integers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Alright, so now let us see an example in the case of addition first, where a is 6 and b is 9. So if we apply this, a plus b is equal to a, b plus a. So 6 plus 9 equal to 9 plus 6. So 6 and 9 is 15, and here also it will come to be as 15. So here we can see over here is that a plus b is equal to b plus a. Therefore our addition is a commutative. Now let us see one example of subtraction also. In subtraction, first of all we'll see the condition. Here it is a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Now let us see through an example of this. A is 6 and b is 9. So we'll keep the values and check. We'll write 6 minus 9 equals to 9 minus 6. So this will come to be as minus 3 and this will come to be as 3. So is minus 3 is equal to 3? So our answer is no, because one is a negative value and one is positive. Therefore, subtraction is not commutative. Coming on to your now third property, that is your associative property. So in associative property, if a, b and c are integers, then this condition apply, that is a plus in bracket we'll write b plus c is equal to again in bracket a plus b plus c. So now let us see an example in addition first. Let us see is addition is associative or not. So we have values a as 3, b as 4 and c as 5. So we'll keep the values. So it will be 3, 4 plus 5, and here it will be equal to 3 plus 4 and c's value is 5. So 3 and this will come to be as 9. Here again 3 and 4 is 7 plus 5. So this will come to be as 12 and 12. So as we can see over here is that addition is associative. Now let us see subtraction in associative property. So if I take integers as a as 3, b as 4 and c as 5. So here we will again apply this rule, that is a minus in bracket we'll write b minus c, and let us see is it not equal to a minus b, and again outside the bracket we'll write minus c. So we'll put in the values. So once we put in the values and we'll solve this, so this will come to be as 3, 4 minus 5 is minus 1. So here minus and minus will get plus. Similarly here 3 minus 4 we'll get minus 1 and minus 5. So minus 1 and minus 5 is minus 6. So is 4 is equal to 6? No, 4 is not equal to 6. Therefore subtraction is not associative. Coming on to your fourth, that is identity element. Now let us see what happens in this. If a is any integer, then a plus 0 should be equal to 0 plus a. So now we'll see that 0 is the additive identity for integer or not. So we'll see this with an example. First we'll see an example of addition. So if we take a as 3, so we'll now put the value of a. So 3 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 3, as we have seen over here. So 3 plus 0 is 3 and 0 plus 3 is again 3. So here we can see that they both are coming to be equal. Therefore 0 is the identity element for addition. Now we'll see for subtraction, does it follow or not? So here a minus 0 is not equal to 0 minus 0. Now let us see with the help of an example. Again, if we take a value of a as 3, so now 3 minus 0 and we'll keep it equal to 0 minus 3. So 3 minus 0 is 3 and 0 minus 3 is minus 3. So is 3 and minus 3 are equal? No, they are not equal. Therefore 0 is not the identity element for subtraction. Coming on to the next property, that is inverse element. What it says if a is any integer, then. So in this we have condition, if a plus in bracket we'll write minus a is equal to minus a plus a. So if we put values like this, so if we are getting a result as 0, that means we are using an inverse element. Now let us see here, if we take a as 5, so again first of all we put a positive number, so 5 plus again in bracket minus 5, and since here minus value is coming first, so we'll keep this as minus 5 in bracket and then plus 5. So after solving this, plus 5 as minus 5 is equal to 0. Similarly minus 5 and plus 5 is again 0. So therefore we can say that minus a is the additive inverse of a. Now this concept is not applicable to subtraction of integers. Now moving ahead to your next, that is your inequality relationship. So in this what we have to do is, if we have integers a, b and c are 3 integers, where as you can see a is not equal to b, a is not equal to 0, b is again not equal to 0 and c is again not equal to 0, such that condition should be a should be greater than b. If a is greater than b, then we apply this, that is a plus c is greater than b plus c condition. And if a is less than b, then condition applied is a plus c is less than b plus c. Now let us understand this with the help of an example first. If we take a as 6, b as 10 and c as minus 4, and condition is if a is less than b. So if a is less than b, then we use this property here. So we'll keep the values and check. 6 minus 4, this will come in 6. First of all we put a plus sign, then minus 4 is less than So now we'll solve this and see, check it. So this will come to be a 6, plus minus will become as minus 4, again 10 and minus 4. So 2 will come over here, then your sign and 6. So here you can see that your a is less than b. Alright, so therefore it satisfies a condition that a is less than b. Coming on to your subtraction part of now this. What happens in your subtraction? So in subtraction, for first of all we'll see a is greater than b, then we use a minus c is greater than b minus c. When it comes to a is less than b, then we have a condition as a minus c less than b minus c. Now let us see an example on subtraction. We will take a condition and where a is greater than b, then we'll keep the values again. So 5 minus 3 greater than 3 minus 3. Now we will solve this. So 5 minus and minus will become plus, 3 again minus and minus will become as plus. So 8 is greater than 6. So again this condition is true that a is greater than b, as you can see from here. Alright. Now coming on to the last property, that is inequality relations. See, in this you have this condition as if a, b and c are three integers, and if a is not equal to 0, b is not equal to 0 and c is not equal to 0, then in such conditions such that a is greater than b, then it becomes as a into c is greater than b into c. Similarly, a into c is less than b into c. So students, these are your properties of addition and subtraction in your integers. Go through them, understand them, and in our next class we'll start with our exercise number 1 of this chapter. Thank you.